Hello everybody, it is the Worm and I'm back for some more Raging Loop. Today, we will probably finish Revelations mode. We've got two major things to go over. One is this alternate, or new ending, I'm not sure what it is. It's going to involve Rokako. I'm thinking it's going to be Haruaki, what would the right word be? Submitting to her, and I guess we'll see what happens after that. I'm a bit nervous, but we'll find out. And then we will move on to the actual ending itself, the myth portion. And so there's some questions I have that I hope do get answered here. And that should cover all of Revelations mode. Afterward, we will only have the extra stories to cover. So we're getting there. Last time we got to see the craziness of of one of the alternate sort of endings there. And yes, it was Haruaki deciding to get hitched to Haru/Badger. And while it was funny, don't get me wrong, it's still just, I can't help but not really like the idea of Haruaki with Haru. I was definitely not for that during the main story, and so but I understand it was a joke ending, so it's non-canonical essentially. It's just a silly thing, but it is what it is, and it's not like they actually they didn't show anything or really imply that they did anything. It's just the age gap there is a bit too much for my liking. Plus, I think she's underaged anyway, so that's yeah. Okay, let's move on. Let's go ahead. Okay, so here's the question. Do we do the joke ending first? Or I don't know, if joke ending might not be the best way to describe it. Do we do the unlocked ending first? Sure. Let's yeah, I think I said last time that that's what I would do. Let's get it out of the way so that I can just see it and then decide whether or not it's appropriate enough to show. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just go through with it. Huh? What the hell was this choice? I feel like I shouldn't have picked it. Oh well. Who cares? I was the kind of guy who wanted to test all options available. So, if I tried to pick this third choice, then there was only one thing that had to be done, and I knew it.
やっちまったな。お。
棒切れ持ってどれだ
Wow, sounded like Yoshitsugu there.
いいだ
Good, I'd gotten rid of the obstacle.
何すんだおら
さすが三筋しぶといな。
なんでてめえ知っていやそのすご何なんだてめえは現状てめえのせいでこの国が滅
隙ありどりゃ
おぎゃーだから何すんだおら春秋このバカや
何度でも打ち返すさ
はずー悪ふざけはいい加減にしろよ
いや
うわーちょっと堅くなすぎね今回
やはりダメかこれじゃ
After all, I already kinda knew deep down the sheep Mitsuji Misamine the sheep slash Mitsuji Misamine the sheep slash Mitsuji Misamine's mysterious power was to dream of this world and interfere with it from behind the scenes. Apparently. This gray space was detached from reality. It was under the control of her dream. So no matter how hard I struggled, it would be nothing more than a gloomy nightmare to her. I had to kick her out of the dream and take back this reality. Time to sink or swim. I took out my cell phone and started making complex yet familiar motions. Using the shortcut keys on the number pad, I started to type my trump card in just a second.
いやあ、みつじ。ごらん。いい朝だよ。かわいい寝顔をずっと見ていたいけど、起きて支度を。素敵な夜のために。くらえラブラブ絶頂期みつじの要求で作らされた目覚ましボイス群知っての通りパート16まであるぞ起きるんだ僕の素敵な羊ちゃん
All of a sudden, the vision of the unrealistic sheep faded slightly. Indeed, there was only one way to fight back against the one controlling the world through dreams, Mitsuji. And that was to wake her up.
さらにくらえライブとの合わせ技おやおやまだ目覚めないのかいしちゃうぞいけないいたずらを
やめてよもう忘れたのに削除したのに
What followed were detailed depictions of the naughty deeds, so I will not repeat what the recording said for a number of reasons. I prattled on an embarrassing line after another bout, and the sheep faded more each time.
とどめだミーミーラブミー起きるのじゃ
Incidentally, there was a counterattack to this one called Oh Haru Haru, You're Such a Sweetie. I would take massive damage if she said that, but it seemed I worried over nothing. She vanished. The sheep, Mitsuji Misamine, had apparently woken up, separating her from this reality, this dream.
ポカーン
あそういやこの子がいたメイコちゃん今見たものは忘れてね
超痛いカップルのノリ
うん絶対忘れてね頼むからあとここで待っておいてね多分じきに怖いお姉ちゃんが助けに来るから
ねえわかった
じゃあねちょっと行ってくる
I tapped Mako's shoulder and turned around.
ふん
I didn't turn back.
まあ仕方ありますまい
すみませんねまあ神様は神様でうまいことやってください
滅び蘇った神に貸し付いてそれで貴様はご満悦か
さあ案外悪くないんじゃないですか
やれやれやれやれやれ雲に会えたら訪ねてきません真の山の神は火遊びに寛容ゆえ
When God's voice faded away, it was no longer the voice of a human, but rather of a wind blowing through the valley, scattering like ordinary mist.
じゃあねメイコちゃん
バイバイ
I wondered what form God would take the next time we met. It would be interesting. No, terrifying. I walked forward, never once turning back. I headed toward the majestic appearance, the Tsuchigumo of dreams seeking the horizon. I had won. I had obtained everything. Yet a certain thought plagued me. My victory is but a transient dream. This result would fade into the mist. Before long, I would feel bewilderment and despair and start tumbling down the path of my defeat. For some reason, I understood that. Whatever could this be? Ouch. Spider beam fire. Kachihara was destroyed. Was it alright to destroy it?
と
Diffusion spider beam fire. A nearby airplane was shot down.
手や
Wave spider being fire, a faraway city was blown to smithereens. No, things were progressing well. What could it be? Why? I felt like I could hear something. I strained my ears. My body was massive, but if I so desired, I could hear the chirping of insects with no
Oi! Oi! Rikako-san! Rikako-san!
That was...
夢の土雲巻き戻りの黒幕27歳独身ポンコツドエロビコ
What is this? He knew everything. What was this? What was that? Besides, what was he doing here now?
やっぱ自我をなくしてるとかそういうオチなのかな。あるいはでかすぎて聞こえてないとかか。
No, that was wrong. He was currently looking at my bottom half. My bottom half? He was staring at my bottom half. Calm down. I had to calm down. I stretched out one of my countless feelers toward the direction of his voice. Oh, it was very simple. I could do anything in this body. I was omnipotent, an entity that transcended the principles of the world. I could squash this gentleman like a bug, or send him flying high away into the sky. Either of those would be simple, yet... I brought him right in front of me. Right to the peak of the Tsuchigumo's gargantuan body, the place where what remained of Rukaku Uematsu's upper body lay. Face hardly changed. I had Haruki-sama pinched between my fingers. Oh, hello. Wow. Okay. I could feel emotions sculpting my face. Irritation, skepticism, depression.
いや、リカコさん。
Oh my, he called me by my name yet again. Warm and fuzzy feelings welled within me. I temporarily ignored them, kept up the scary mask I was wearing.
これ何なのでしょうか。
And voiced the question most on my mind.
これとは
春明様としては何の疑問もお持ちでないのですか。
さあ、そもそも全部夢だったことになったりする事件なので深く考えても仕方ない気もしますけど。
羊さんはどうなさったの。
Yes, I remembered now. I could no longer sense the greatest miscalculation to the Tsuchigumo's plan. Where were they?
ははは。
Why was he laughing?
わからない。何を考えておいでなの。
わからないんです。そんなすごい力をもってしても。
無理に暴いてもよろしいですけど、それが罠だったら嫌ですし。
おお、さすがに慎重だ。
罠なのですか。
ほぼ全員死んだ未来を選択してまではめたい罠って何なんでしょう。
円環が続く理由はもはやないはず。
そうですね。しかしこういう結末もまた十分にあり得たはずです。羊さんが間に合わなかった結末、リカコさんが全てを手に入れる結末。
春明様が全てを裏切った結末。
ええ、それだって十分あり得た。こんな人間なんでね。むしろ一度もなかったって方が不自然だ。
一度でもあれば私の勝ちだった。
ええ、だからここがそうなんじゃないですかね。
ここが。
ええ、言うならばボーナスステージ。
ボーナス。
Oh.
何を想像した？
まあ、なら良いです。とりあえず、なぜか勝ちました。
ラッキーでしたね。
ラッキー。ええ。
どうしました？
Was it truly all right to simply accept everything that was happening here? Well, I supposed it was fine for the time being. However, what I did not understand was... What I could not fathom was... why this gentleman called this outcome lucky with a grin.
不妻子春秋様。
So I would ask him. I could not tell if doubt still etched my features. Perhaps it had changed into bewilderment.
あなた様は一体何を望んでここに至られたのですか？何を望んでこの私の名を呼ばれたのですか？日の本を滅ぼし地獄を望むおぞましき化け物に。
Knowing this gentleman, I would not be surprised if he said he had come to laugh at my new form. I could easily see him throwing everything away for a foolish reason, like he had tried it because he didn't care about anything else. So, I could not get my hopes up.
幸せな地獄。
However, Hauraki-sama said that with no hesitation.
僕はね、リカ子さん、あなたと共に行こうって言葉は嘘のつもりで言ってないんですよ。皆さん、せっかく集まってもらって悪いんですが、僕は彼女と共に行きますよ。
嘘ばっかり。その後イケシャーシャーとおっしゃったじゃありませんか。
この人は、僕がもらいます。別に自分のものにする気なんてありませんよ。僕はフェミニストなんで。
Really?
あの賭けを使ってそれができたとしてもね。ほら、嘘だったでしょ。
嘘。
嘘じゃない。
I was confused. I was playing right into his hands.
数えきれない夢と命を賭した陰謀を不意にさせる代わりに、僕があなたと一緒になるつもりだった。
嘘。じゃあどうしてそうならなかったの？
清之助氏がすごいやる気だったんで、じゃあまあめんどくさいし、どうぞどうぞって。
Feelers sound?
存じておりました。春秋様はそのようなナンパでいい加減で無責任で頭のおかしな殿方だと。それでも仕方ありませんでしょ。慕ってしまったのですから。
仕方ないですね。慕われてしまったのですから。
This man and his instant comebacks. Oh, but...
おっしゃってください。私はもう言ったのだから。
I could hear Haruaki-sama creaking under the force of my feelers, yet I desperately held myself back and asked again.
あなた様がこの神に対してこの地獄に対して望むものを。
I would not forgive any lies. As for why, it was because in this bone us, his words would become an unbreakable vow.
リカ子さんにはかなわないな。
And then, Haruaki-sama resolved himself.
すべてを捨ててここに来ました。 あなたの地獄を共に見せてください。この先永遠に。
I can no longer hold myself back. Rip. You've done it now. We're switching genres now. Before this world turned to hell, I decided I would give this man all the love I had to offer. Drowned from endless malice and lust. Alternate ending number 1? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think we're in the clear. They didn't actually describe it, or do give any detail after that point. Hee hee hee. Hee 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 hee. Lots of ee-hee-hees. Good day to you all. It is I, codenamed Demon Lord Rokako. I was just having my way with Haruaki-sama. Oh wait, no wait. Anyway, I have done it. I have finally done it. I got the ending I wanted. I cannot thank all of you enough for your help. Well, I can more or less tell you that half of you are staring with shocked looks on your face. I am the Tsuchigumo of dreams, after all. What an insincere ending, is it not? And all the residents of Yasumizu would be dead here. I've lived several cities, and to be blunt, sooner or later I shall destroy this country. Also, to use so-called meta-knowledge is what you would call unfair, is it not? It is frightening how much barbarity will be permitted and tested, all in the name of a gag route. How sad. Now then, about this ending, it is known as all-night betrayal. You can feel Sheepson's influence all over the name. It would seem that after much wrangling, the writer considered that shitty ending where Serizawa-sama and Haruaki-sama go off on a bike together as canon. Therefore, this non-canon ending is strictly a so-called nonsensical ending that transcends all logic. Not that it particularly matters, because there is an ending like this, that means that there must surely be another possibility, another way that Rokako found happiness. For example, a situation where when I am cornered and attempt to commit suicide, but none of those odious hindrances are there, and Haruaki stops me. I would surely be bound to my agreement with Haruaki-sama for life, and spend my days in sorrow and tears kindly cherished by Haruaki-sama. For those of you who want an outcome like that, just picture it, and it will become real. After all, this is a loop story where all possibilities and outcomes should be considered to exist. Well, I am happiness where I am right now, so it's all good. Do not worry, with my power I shall raise up all those who died. They shall serve as my servants under my rule. This way everyone is happy, I am happy too. What a glorious outcome. At any rate, I am busy destroying the country and showering Haruaki-sama with love, so I shall end it there. How exciting. Well, that was that. That was certainly that. Yeah, so another joke ending. So the three heroines, I guess if you want to say, between Chiemi, Rokako, and Haru, they each get their own ending, so to speak, and it looks like it's just Chiemi's that was canon at the end. Although, as they said, you could, they freely invite you, the author freely invites you to come up with your own, where the others get chosen because it's a looping story and you have that sort of leeway. Okay. Let's do the actual ending. Here we go.
絶対おかしい。これまで振り出しが戻ったことなんてなかったはずだもん。春明さんのこととか全部夢だったなんてそんなことはないよね。
That'd be pretty darn freaky.
まあいいけど殺すだけだし。
あとそこまで分かってながら店員と客コントは続けんのかよ。どこまでひねくれもんなんだてめえは。
すみません。それはともかく、何か食べるものをください。
こいつどこまで気づいてんだ？俺が教会の下で動いてることとか知られたらまずくねえか？
The church? What church?
どうもこうもねえな。今はただこいつに解決させるしかねえんだから。
おごりはありがたくいただくとして。
まあ確かに成り行きとはいえこの国の将来をてめえに押し付ける形にはなっちまってるな。でもムカつくから謝らねえ。
Was? Is this referring to something else?
気にすんな。
一般的な感性で考えたら、黒ごまプリンの恨みで数えきれない回数人生をリセットされては殺されたって割に合わなすぎる。
I don't know, man. We're talking black sesame pudding here.
畜生。こういうのに惹かれざるを得ない僕の足元を見やがって、謝罪と賠償を要求するぞ。ま、いいんですけどね。楽しかったねで終わりさえすれば。
はっきりと異常を感じます。あの時絶対に手応えがあった。確かに夢の土雲は目覚めたはず。なのにうつつが夢になった。断じて私の夢ではない。何かがいる。私の夢を邪魔する何かが。許しません。夢の土雲は夢は引き取れない。しかしそれは単純な回復ができぬというだけの話。夢の侵入者を見つけ叩き潰すことができぬわけではございません。精神を集中せねば。一旦術を解いて夢の土雲を解放し、その力を借りて追い詰めねば。集会堂にこもろう。春明様がおいでになる前にすべての型をつけねばならない。
事件に関して言えば、ラスボス植松里香子というとんでもない存在がいたわけだが、それはまあいいことだ。
Ooh, yeah, that would have been something. If he had instead of searching down here, he went to search the hall and found Rokako in the hall, and this was his last route or last loop, so he wouldn't have been able to. It would have been very difficult for him to talk his way out of that one. That's for sure.
そういえばこの日ってメイコちゃんが来るんだっけ？まあいいか。子供に罪はないし、助けに行こ
う。房幸さん、いい人。惚れちゃう？
Mako, no. No. No, you're not. Bad. Not good.
それ私？巻き場のお外怖いことばっかりだったけど、さゆきさんいい人、悪くていい人、お腹いっぱいだし楽しい、ちょっぴり悪いいい子。そうなったら逃げられる？
うわ、
Well, I admitted in secret. I felt energetic because I got to that cute serial killer. Oh, did that mean I'd completely fallen for her? Whether it was love or whatever, I wanted to live only by my own rules, so I really didn't want to admit it.
今夜言われた通り銃を切らないと。それで最後、神様を撃つ。今まで何度となく騙された春明さんのために、とんでもないことを私はしようとしている。しょうがないな。惚れた側の弱みだね。二丁ともやっとかないとな。多分どっちも必要だ。
見つけた。早い。私以外に夢の折り手を見るのは初めてですが、おそらくは手だれ。しかし土雲2000年の怨念の網から逃れられるとお思いですか？必ず捕らえて差し上げる。羊さん。
やべえ、見つかったな。秒間500回の夢切り替えじゃ目くらましにしかならねえ。倍刻みで加減速して翻弄するか。
500 dreams per second, huh? Okay. We're dealing with an entirely different rule set here. Switch the speed every 2 ticks.
にしたってあと1日持つかどうかだぞ。春明、間に合えよ。
やりますね。もう2日も不眠不休で。まあ私にも大したことじゃありませんが。
動きが鈍ってやがるな。実時間2日、主観4000年程度でへばるとは、夢使い同士の戦いには慣れてねえんだな。
Battles between dream wielders. Okay, 4,000 years of experiences. Wow, alright. You're throwing a lot at me here, game.
まあ問題は、たまに飛んでくる攻撃がどれもこれも致死性だっつうことだ。バケモンめ。
While the people of Yasumizu tried to run, afraid of the mist, Chiemi Serizawa easily silenced and led them by simply saying God is calling. God's influence made Chiemi herself look half intoxicated. She looked like she was ready to believe anything. However, she resisted. After all, unlike the others, she did know what kind of farce they were in for. The god within her objected to what she was doing, and she didn't like that at all. She didn't want to do anything wrong. She wanted to crush whatever made her feel that way. Placed in the middle of a highly unequal scale, she ended up choosing to resist. And for that, she needed to help the man she found both so frustrating and lovable. For that...
Mochi.
She stopped Chikamochi Kamoshida, the only one in line heading for the graveyard who looked like as usually did.
ちょっと来て。
なんだなんだ。
あなたも一丁持ってて。スカートの中に隠せるでしょ。
おお、銃だ。知恵ねえ持ってたのか。
うん。そして
うん。
狼じじいが暴れたら、最悪それ撃って。
Wow.
ん？じっちゃんが、暴れる？
あいつは、もしかしたら、神様に逆らえるやつかもしれない。モッチーならわかるでしょ。あいつなら、とんでもなく悪いことを起こしちゃうかもしれないって。
言われたら、そうだな。でも僕、鉄砲を撃たせてもらったこととか、ほんのちょっとしかないぞ。
私は、別の人を撃たなきゃなんないから。だから、お願い。
なんだかわかんないけど、知恵ね、すっごく僕らのためを思って言ってるっぽいんだよな。わかった。
オンに切るよ、モッチ。
Well, he never had to in the end, I don't think. Because the old man ended up deleting himself, in a way. Oh no, he was there.
何考えてやがる。殺してくれようか。
For some reason I was thinking he wasn't there, but I guess he was.
お、じっちゃん、本当にやる気か？
モッチ、ちゃんと気づいてくれてるみたいだ。何も起きないのがベストだけど。
まあいい。二人きりになってからぶっ殺せばええか。
やめたか。
よし、二人ともグッジョブ。
よかったけど、これだと春明さんがやろうとしてることはまさか。
さて、
捕まえた。
Uh-oh.
やば。
Rokako half shared her consciousness with the spider, so she clearly felt her jaw pierce the soft hair and meet under it. That was supposed to kill the target, but it didn't feel like a living human's consciousness.
切り離した。
Unlike Mitsuji, Rokako knew nothing scientific or philosophical about dreams. She only knew how to control the monstrous god she'd inherited as head of the Uematsu, the Tsuchigumo of dreams, and she did it with excellence. While Mitsuji used conscious and logical methods, Rikako's attacks were extremely brutal. Now that the trace was over, Rikako understood it once again. She thought she could simply catch it, but now she had realized that not even that would be enough to kill it. This sheep was surely unharmed. It prepared something just in case it was caught. Rikako understood it instinctively. However, she still realized that she'd won. Losing this sheep wasn't fatal for them, but she knew that it was a savage blow to their powers. It wouldn't bother her for a long time, and she faintly remembered this opponent's taste. Even if this fake sheep came back, she could find it easily. It'd be the same in the next dream. She couldn't be bested by it ever again. She slightly opened her eyes and noticed the moonlight coming in through the mist.
間に合った。
If her senses weren't lying to her, today had to be the day the mist came. She'd missed a lot of important steps, such as teaching Mako a thing or two, but it wasn't a big problem. After all, she could just die and start again. That was when she realized.
いけない。術を急いで復元しないと。
It would be bad for her if she was targeted now. With the Tsuchigumo fully awake, she could resume easily, though. She panicked, stopped counting in her head, and tried to get up. But her numb legs gave in, and she made a strange sound as she fell down. Not in the dining hall. Oh, okay.
お菓子、美味しかった。ねえ、悪い、いい子。狼来たら、みんな悲しい。迷惑かかる。行かなきゃ。 房雪さんにお礼。ひらがな難しい。かけた。お礼。黒柳じゃない、メイコ偉い。あ、ちえねさんにも挨拶しないと。
リカ子さん、
言うばっかじゃなくてこぎなさいよ。もうすぐ休みずだね。
春明さん、もしかしてリカ子さんが全部の。
全部のリカ子さんが全部のなんと、貴様がさっき並べ立てた夢物語の何と関係しているというんだ。
落ち着いてくださいよ。私だってわからないんですから。ほら、今に河原に着きますって。うわ、
今行きますぞ、リカ子さん。
ボートひっくり返るでしょうが。はるちゃんも行こう。あと神様、
苦しゅうない、手をお貸しあれ。
ああ、もうわけわかんない。
メイコも行く。
I think I know where this is going.
こんばんは、リカ子さん。
Well, I'll say it now, and I think I've said it in the past, but the question I've wanted answered, and what I was thinking about is, remember we had the brief moment where Rikako was about to kill herself, and then she did not, and then the lights went out, and then suddenly Rikako was powerless, and the Tsuchigumo was gone. So now I'm thinking that maybe it was Meiko who did that. Because it was never touched upon at all in the story, so I guess we'll find out, right?
Chiene, これってさっき言った通りだよ。リカ子さんが巻き戻りの黒幕だったんだ。
りっちゃんすげえ。
リカ子さん、嘘だろう。悲しき慈愛をもって私に、いな、我々すべてと体を重ねていたというのか。しかもそれがすべて黒い陰謀の賜物だったと。
野里さん、声がでかい。っていうか、私らだって超ショックなことが明かされつつあるんだけど。
だあ、貴様も十分やかましいぞ、罰当たりな娘。めえ、なんかごちゃごちゃしてる。こっそり覗こっと。うわっ
Hello.
すっごい、あんなアバター見たことない。強そう、悪そう。
Okay, we're getting terminology thrown at us.
クモさんかな。めえ、あれ欲しい。みんな行っちゃった。メイコ、どうしよう。お話難しい。あ、悪くていい子。いいこと思いついた。
ずいぶん。
久雪さん、それダメ。なんかダメ。
嘘だ。
Mm-hmm.
天罰、天罰。何あの人。上松リカ松リカさんダメ。房雪さん取ったら泥棒グモ、うんこグモ。お仕置きしないと。あ、松リカさん死んじゃう。いい気味。あ、その前に欲しい。よーし。出てきて、黒柳。いた
is.
すっごいお腹いっぱい。
Wow, she just ate a millennia-old deity. Although to be fair, this is it is a deity that has not been resurrected, so maybe that is what allowed her to do it. Or maybe Mako's just incredibly powerful, and the power scaling here is something it is unknown to me. I'm not sure what we're working with here.
まだ体できてないから産めないけど。
Oh, that is an ominous thing to read.
悪い人食べて、これで悪いいい子になれるかな。
Wow, Haruaki, you said this one thing, and now you've... Oh boy. That might not have been a good thing to say.
狼から逃げられるかな。頑張る。久幸さん、千恵姉さん、まつりかさん、元気いっぱいありがとう。バイバイ。
Well, that's that, I suppose. These clowns, huh?
理にかなわぬ業を重ねた報いを理にかなわぬものが下さんとて我らに何が言えようか。むしろどのようなものが報いを与えに来ようと構わぬ。しかし確かめねばなるまい。幾百年降り積もりし因縁を今日をもって断ち切るだけの器や否や。汝多ぞ己に不死吉より神を奪う資格はあるのか。己に新たな神を呼ばわる資格はあるのか。考えなしを許すわけにはいかぬ。神なき地として放り出すよりはまだ蛇の方がましであろう。なんてな。そんなこともどうでもよいか。人が営めば神などいずれ出てくるものであろうからの。それでも幾百年の歴史を背負って死ねというならば、それに見合ったものを見せてもらわねばなるまい。腐ってもかつて身車を率いた老骨じゃ。追ってみせよ。できるものならの。さっき休みずでやったような狼のふりか、若造。それはちと調子が良すぎんか。殺した神を思い通りに落ち戻らすは我らと同じ汚れた豪ぞ。神錆びて。ほう、記者の嬢ちゃんはよう勉強しておるの。じじいこっちを相手にしたかったかもしらん。
大和は大和。
そういえば。
どういうこと間宮さん。
やはりそう来るか。小賢しいやつめ。さらばよかろう。語ってみよ。神内明神なき後のこの地の神の物語を。
やれやれ。やれやれやれ。
ずいぶん都合の良い筋書きであらすの。ムジナは中堅とでも仰せか、春明殿。まあ、今のこの場で蛇に言い渡す話としては、上出来でしょうの。さて、蛇の翁がどうであるか。
はるちゃん寝てる。
もう、もっちってば、今いいところだったのに。
Be weird having a girlfriend that, you know, has crazy mind powers and not omnipotence per se, but, you know, a panoply of powers at her disposal at every given moment.
神を送る炎は、この老いた蛇をも焼き、霧となり、立ち上っては雲をなして、やがては、縁を降らさんことを。望んだ通り、お迎えが来た。そういうことで、よろしいな。
今にして思えば、どれもこれも、文字通り、夢みたいな事件だったな。こうして現実にどっぷり使ってると、ともすれば本当に夢や妄想だったんじゃないかって気がしてくる。だから、僕は幾度目かの回想をする。すべて分かってしまった。もはや怖くない。あの事件の回想を。あ、一個だけ分からないか。なんでリカ子さんはぶっ倒れたのやら。あとは、これからのことも分からないままだ。未来はいつだって怖く。だから面白いとは言えるな。仕事が一段落したことだし、貯めてた新聞やら何やらに目を通すか。
Okay. We're good.
あ、思い出した。
There's more.
迷子のヤギより迷子の猫さんの方がモテモテで生き残れる。ミャーミャー、ミヤミヤミヤ、私ミヤ。
Ending true. Mia, her name is Mia, and she's a cat? What? Okay, just tossing that out there. That sounds like it's almost, you know, bait for some kind of, you know, sequel or you know, some other work they've made. Hint corner.
よう。
ちなみにこんな感じで表示されます。
だな。で、誰かちゃんと見てくれてんのかこれ。
I saw it. Me, I saw it. And also anyone else who watches this, they saw it too.
うんこエロエ
ロ。Okay, Rokako, now you're just abusing it.
袋閉じ的なもんじゃねえから。特に。で、ここの暴露じゃ何すんだ？
I don't know. Why don't you just throw some out there? Come on.
トゥルーエンドの暴露シーンの寸評でもいたしましょうか。
That works.
あの子、甘く見てた。
It's funny that it all really came down to something that, you know, everything was planned by Haruaki. He was so prepared for the last loop. Everything was ready. And yet, at the very end, it was something, what saved the day, essentially, was something no one had planned for or accounted for, and occurred due to happenstance by Haruaki making an offhand comment to Meiko. And that was it. That's what allowed this ending to happen.
ぶっちゃけおめえが後付けで夢に3人招き入れたのってどう考えても失敗だったよな。
Is that Chiemi, Haruaki, and Mako?
まあ芹沢様は陰謀に必要だったので仕方ないのですが
Final question.
春明様は完全に
I'll ask it at the end.
とはいえあなた様が春明様に助力をなさらなければとっくの昔にどうにかなっておりました。恨みますキリキリ。
まあ DD を失ったてめえなんざ怖かねえけどな。おっと
DD
ああそういえばあのメイコ実は後日とんでもない成長を遂げてどこかの作品で活躍するという噂を聞いたんですが。
Yeah, that was where it was looking like it was going there.
おお、そりゃすごい噂だな。興味を持った連中がエクストラやら他の作品やらを手に取ってくれたら万々歳だ。
Well, we're definitely doing that, but this other work, well, for one thing, I'll have to find it. I'm pretty sure someone actually mentioned it at some point. I don't know, if maybe one day, but it's going on the bottom of my list, if it goes on the list at all. I've got a lot to do first. There's a lot of games, a lot of visual novels I want to do first before I'd get to this one. But, you know, it'll go on the list, but it'll be on the bottom of the list.
羊様もなかなかやり手ですね。
これでも結構やり手なんだぜ俺は。ま、こんなところか。
おしまいでしょうかね。
最後の締めは頼んだぜ。
まあ落ち戻りはないのですけれどもね。まあ私がこれを言うのも少々不本意なのですが、ここまで読んでくださる皆様への大サービスです。落ちなかれ。
Okay. There we go. All done. We've got 2 pictures left, though. Presumably, that is going to be within these here. Okay. That's pretty much going to be that for today. I guess I only have one lingering question on the story, though. I think at this point, unless it's answered in the extras, and you know that, you know, then don't tell me, we'll get to it. But if you know this, just tell me. I just want to know at this point. So what was the reason Chiemi kept her memories in the loop? We know Haruaki kept it because of the interference by Mitsuji. But I don't recall ever getting an answer for that. And if it wasn't answered, then, you know, then it wasn't answered. But, you know, maybe we can speculate. If you have any ideas about that, you know, let me know. And yeah, turns out the day was saved by Mako all along. Who is actually called Mia? And is a cat, not a goat? Okay. I guess we'll see a bit more of that in the extras, so we will get to that. And of course, after we finish the extras, I will have one more final video to do. And then after that, we will hop on to our next main game on the channel, so be excited for that. Alright, I've been The Worm. This has been Raging Loop Revelations Mode. I hope you're all doing alright, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.